So we already done with the project palindrome. Now we'll do the Fibonacci sequence. So what is a Fibonacci sequence? Suppose let me Google that thing, Fibonacci sequence, and you can see in mathematics the Fibonacci numbers, commonly denoted F, form a sequence called Fibonacci sequence such that each number is the sum of two preceding ones. So starting from 0 and 1, and let me open the Wikipedia page and let me show you that. Yep. So this is a Fibonacci sequence because the next number is equals to the sum of previous two numbers. For example, this 1 is equals to 0 plus 1, and similarly this 5 is equals to 2 plus 3. Similarly this 55 is equals to 21 plus 34, and similarly 34 plus 55 becomes 89, and 55 plus 89 becomes 144. This is the Fibonacci number series, and you have to perform this thing in your device, or you can say in compiler, through the Python language. So first of all, pause this video and do it by yourself, and after that come over here. The code may not be same, but the answer should be same. So after all, whether you are passing this, that depends on your result. So we will just take a number, or you can say how many times, how many numbers actually the user wants to print. For example, if the user want to print only two numbers, that in that case it will print only the first two numbers, that is 0 and 1. And if the user wants to print first 10 numbers, so in that case it will print till over here. So first of all, we have to know that how many numbers the user want to print. So for that, we will just write over here n is equals to int input, and how many numbers do you want, right? And after that, if you notice carefully, the first two number is constant, right? So 0 is 0, 1 is 1, and after that the third one is equals to the sum of the first two numbers. So we have to initialize the first two numbers as well. So n1 comma n2, that is equals to 0 comma 1, and we have to count how many number the user wants to print. So that's why we have to initialize another variable, that is count. By default it is a 0 because the count is 0, and if it printed one number, then it becomes 1, and so on. So now we have to print the series. Okay, so if n is equals to, or you can say less than 1, then you have to print please enter a positive number, right? And after that, if n is equals to 0, it will print only n1. And similarly, let me go down, if n is equals to 1, it will print n2, right? The one is n2, yeah. So n2, and else, so this is the main code of Fibonacci series in the else statement. So else, actually we can do one more thing, like over here we can actually write a print statement, printing Fibonacci series dot dot dot, and yeah. So in the else statement, we have to first check whether this count is less than the user's number. So while count is less than n, it will go inside that while loop, and over here it will print n1, and n1 means it will print 0. And after that we have to calculate the sum of the first two numbers. That means we have to calculate the sum of n1 plus n2. So we will just write over here in nth element, equals to n1 plus n2, and after that n1 is equals to n2 and n2 is equals to nth, and then yeah, that's it. We don't need to write anything else, and now we just need to increase the count value. So count is equals to plus equals to 1, and I guess yeah, that's it. uh, if I run this cell, so if I write 0 over here, it will print. Okay, it's showing an error. Print is not defined. Why? Where is that? Okay, I put P in capital letter, so it is this. Yeah. So if I run 0, I mean, how many numbers do you want? I want 0 numbers, and so yeah, 0 is not a positive number, so I'll just rerun this cell, and if I write 1, it will print one number, so that is first letter, that is 0. Okay, it is printing 1, so we did some mistake, I guess. Yep, it should be 1 and it should be 2 and else. Okay, yep. So if I press 1, it is printing 0, printing Fibonacci series, that is 0. And if I press 2, it is printing 1. That's fine, yeah, because the second element is 1. And now suppose if I write 7, it is printing all the Fibonacci numbers, right? So if I want all of them in a single line, we just need to write over here comma and equals to a space, right? So if I write 7, all the numbers will be in the one line, right? So this is the Fibonacci series till to 7 numbers, and I need to put a space over here. And now if I want to print the Fibonacci series up to 15 numbers, it will print all of them. Yeah, it is printing all of them correctly. So this is the code for Fibonacci series. The answer should be this. Okay.